Yes, have a happy day, first English students. Now the next topic is relative clause. Relative clause. So this important topic. Most of sentences are combined using relative clause. So relative clause who, whom, which, whose, even that. So using these words, we have to combine sentences. Okay. So this exercise is also done by you at the school level itself. So what is that structure in it? Okay, that is what we are going to discuss. So see here, open at page 232. 232. The topic relative clause is given. The example sentence given in our textbook is so there are two sentences. Okay, the girl is clever, the girl won the prize. Two sentences. The girl is clever, the girl won the prize. Okay, so we have two sentences. So how are you going to combine this sentence? The girl who won the prize is clever. Okay, the girl who won the prize is clever. Okay, so using the the relative pronoun, using the relative pronoun who, so okay, doesn't matter even if I don't have a board or see, write it on your paper. The girl, okay, who won the prize? The girl who won the prize? Who won the prize? Okay, so that is said to be the relative clause in this sentence. Okay, the girl who won the prize is clever. Okay, so when we write sentence pattern for this sentence, SVC, the girl who won the prize. To that, it is to be a subject, or we can call it as noun phrase. The girl who won the prize. So, the girl who won the prize is clever. Okay, so in this sentence, the girl who won the prize, underline the girl who won the prize. This is said to be subject or noun phrase. Okay. So in this subject, who won the prize? Okay, this is said to be relative clause. Okay, so I guess you are able to understand what is relative clause. The girl who won the prize is clever. In this sentence, so who won the prize is said to be relative clause. Okay, so using the word relative pronoun who, two sentences are combined together. Okay, so when we want to write sentence pattern for this, the girl who won the prize. So till that it is said to be subject or noun phrase. This is verb. Clever is complement. Okay, so that's how two sentences are combined, and so the structure is given. The structure is given elaborately, and the girl is clever, the girl won the prize. Two sentences. So how are they joined together? Okay, so the main subject, the girl, and who won the prize? The girl herself won the prize. Okay, so this information is added, clustered to the subject itself. Okay, the girl is clever, and I want to give additional information about the girl. Okay, the girl who won the prize is clever. Okay, so that's how the two sentences are combined using relative pronoun, and the subject is given additional information. Okay, so the girl is clever. Okay, SVC, simple. The girl is clever, SVC. Okay, and here in this sentence I am going to add another extra information. This information itself could be written as a separate sentence. Okay, the girl won the prize. Okay, rather than separating writing two sentences, I simply cluster. I simply add additional information to the subject, the girl. The girl who won the prize is clever. Okay, so that's how this is the structure of English language. So in this way also we can combine two sentences. Okay, so the girl, additional information, who won the prize. The girl who won the prize is clever. I think I gave the example. The girl wearing red saree is my sister. Okay, so there is no relative pronoun or relative clause. I mean the implicit word. Okay, let me explain. This is also relative clause. Okay, the girl wearing the red saree is my sister. Okay, so the girl wearing the red saree. Okay, so this is additional information about that girl. Okay, so that's how we need to combine sentences. And we have another subtopic of relative clause, restrictive and non-restrictive. Okay, so what do you mean by restrictive and non-restrictive? So more information about more examples are discussed. Okay, so let's say the book which I brought is famous. Okay, I brought a book, the book is famous. So the book which I brought, which is a relative pronoun which is used. Okay, so which is used. Okay, similar to that sentence. The word which is used. Okay, so relative pronoun which, and no sentence ends with because is a conjunction. So likewise, this example, the book which I brought is famous. Okay, so another example, men who live in villages are healthy. Men are healthy. Okay, this is a sentence. Additional information about men. Men who live in villages are healthy. Men who are mortal often forget it. Okay, see, let's say in this example, men who live in villages. Here, who live in villages acts as, it is the most important information. See, relative clause, who live in villages determine the scope of men under discussion. So in this example, men who live in villages are healthy. In this example, men who live in villages are healthy. More importance is given to the subject, and more discussion are done, and because of this particular sentence. Okay, because of this, especially the relative clause who live in villages. But in second sentence, men who are mortal often forget it. Okay, so see here, relative clause does additional information. Okay, men are mortal, men often forget it. Okay, men who are mortal often forget it. So in this example, it acts as an additional information. Okay, so the importance of men is a little bit reduced when compared to the first sentence, men who live in villages are healthy. Okay, so this is to be the difference between restrictive relative clause and non-restrictive relative clause. So restrictive relative clause, it is the information is very essential in the sentence. But in case of non-restrictive relative clause, the information is not that important. Okay, so it is difficult to analyze in experience. Maybe in regular class, using the board, using exercise, we would have discussed. Yet we will manage to learn, and it is your responsibility in this through this online class. You yourself have to read again and again and practice it. See, there is a minute difference between Men who live in villages are healthy. Men who are mortal often forget it. So the relative clause in the first sentence, who live in villages, is absolutely very important. But in case of second sentence, men who are mortal often forget it. Men are mortal often. Men who are mortal often forget it. Okay. So the second sentence is example of non-restrictive relative clauses, because relative clause is not that important. Okay. So why do we say? Well, let's say men are unhealthy. If we say men are unhealthy, yes, men are healthy. So women are unhealthy. Likewise, with it is a serious statement, and but when we add relative clause, then it becomes more meaningful. Okay. See, men who live in villages, not who live in cities or in a glacier or in space. Men who live in villages are healthy. Okay. So this is to be a restrictive relative clause, a non-restrictive relative clause. We can change however we want. In non-restrictive relative clause, men who are mortal often forget it. Okay. So see, on the other hand, the relative clause does it additional information about the noun phrase is men. It is paraphrasable as all men are mortal and they forget it. Such a relative clause is called a non-restrictive relative clause. Relative clauses function as post modifier in complex noun phrase. The girl who won prize is my friend. Okay. So this is said to be open at page 224. I simply read that particular paragraph. So overall, we can change just like that, and the meaning is also not going to be changed. Men often forget the fact. Okay. So men who are mortal often forget it. Okay. So the tone of the sentence is also low, and there is not absolute necessary for the speaker to combine the sentences. Okay. So more examples are given. Restrictive relative clause. So not only relative pronoun, even that is also used to combine sentence, and using the word that, relative clause is used. The boy that is playing cards, we can use who also. There is nothing wrong in changing it. The boy who is playing cards, that is also correct. The boy that is playing cards, that is also correct. The men whom we met is my teacher. Okay. So the men whom we met is my teacher. The men whom we met, this noun phrase this relative clause is also correct. The man that we met, the man that we met. Okay. So that is also correct. The table that we brought, the table which we brought, that is also correct. The table that we brought, that is also a correct sentence, and a correct noun phrase or correct relative clause. So more examples on non-restrictive relative clauses. The loose non-restrictive relationship is often semantically indistinguishable from coordination or adverbial subordination. Okay. See, the example given in our book, she met Jim who greeted her. Okay. She met Jim who greeted her. This is another best example of non-restricted relative clause. She met Jim. Simple. I just all of a sudden I want to add another information. She met Jim who greeted her. Jim greeted her. Okay, so that is the meaning. She met Jim who greeted her. Okay, so this additional information. The speaker forgot it, and all of a sudden he gives the additional information. So this is example of non-restrictive relative clause. Okay, and then we have another topic as non-finite relative clauses, and this is what I already told. there is no word simply to sense or it became a relative clause. So the example that I already said, the girl wearing the red sari. Okay, it should be the girl who is wearing a red sari is my sister. Okay, here who without using who, it is actually grammatically correct sentence. Okay, there is nothing wrong in this particular sentence and nothing grammatically wrong in this particular sentence. That is, the girl wearing a red sari is my sister. That is not used. Who is not used? Then how can we simply without using any words? We simply combined and you say and we say it as relative clause. Yes, it is also correct. The girl wearing the red sari is my sister. This is also correct. The girl who is wearing the red sari is my sister. This is also correct. Without a relative pronoun, without any words, they are combined and they are called as non-finite relative clauses. Okay. So more examples are given. The man painting the picture is my friend. The man painting my picture is my friend. The boy selected by them is here. The boy who is selected by them is here. That's how the sentence should be written. But the boy selected by them is here. That is also correct. The next girl to sing is was my friend. Okay. The next girl who is ready to sing was my friend. This is correct. But this is also correct. The next girl to sing was my friend. Okay. So these are all some kind of exceptions. But that's how English language is used. This is the structure of English language. This is the syntax of English language. Okay, and then we have fourth topic, comparative clauses. So degrees of comparison, and it is also example of clauses. Okay, so the example is Jane is as healthy as her sister. Jane is healthy, and her sister is also healthy. Okay, so here two sentences are compared. Jane is healthy, her sister is also healthy. Okay, but I just want to compare. Jane is as healthy as her sister. When you want to convert it into comparative degree, Jane is less healthy than her sister. Okay, so this is also grammatically correct sentence, and this is example as healthy as. This is example of comparative clause, and Jane less healthy than. So this is example of comparative clauses. Okay. So next one, comment clauses. I just want to comment on something. Okay. See, at that time, I believe nobody was here. At that time, nobody was there. I think I can simply tell, but I already guessed. Okay. So what is it? I believe no one is going to submit. I believe no one is going to submit. All the 50 students are not going to submit the assignment. Okay, so this is a statement. All the 50 students, I believe all the 50 students are not going to submit the assignment. Okay, so I believe, that is additional information. Okay, I already know, I already believe you all 50 are not going to submit. Okay, so this true statement is all 50 students did not submit. Okay, by which I already guessed. So I just want to prove that what I guessed is correct. Okay, so that's why I say all the 50 students I believe did not submit their assignments. Okay, so that's how this is said to be comment clause. Okay, so adverbial clause is a rebel, as you know. Okay, so this is an adverbial clause on a kind of commenting. Okay, commenting on the subject. What's more, they were robbed. I am innocent, to be honest. I fear speaking as an expert if this is right. Stated bluntly, bluntly, he has no manners. Okay, so this is an example of common clause. Okay, so giving additional information on the subject or object, and it is it's not like simply additional information. It is a kind of comment given by the speaker. Okay, so that's the end of subordination and how two sentences are combined in English language. So this is the structure, and another topic is focus and theme. This is also interesting as well as simplest topic that will be discussed in the next video. Thank you.